Let's talk about Super 6. How did you do on the weekend?
I did really well.
Yeah?
Yeah, 15 points.
That's not too bad.
It's good.
That's not too bad. I was just below that.
What were you?
9 points.
Oh, mate, I walloped you.
Did you? Yeah, well done, mate.
Did you happen to see the best team in the world?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That is an unbelievable side. I actually think it's nearly spot on for once.
Hey, you can't have Lionel Messi in a World 11.
Yeah. You
Don't be stupid.
You can, Roars.
Mate, you're...
What's going on with you today?
Are you all right?
What is it? Is it your lunar cycle or something? What is it?
You hung over.
What is it? Aquarius season or whatever it is?
Are you all right?
No, I'm asking
Everything
you.
all right?
I've asked you first. You asked me.
I'm fine.
I'm
I'm
concerned
the
as
only
a
one
mate.
who's making any sense around this table. It's only me and you here.
You have all the 11s we look at. We look at a lot on Twitter and Instagram. We have all these debates. We do podcasts about these debates. This 11 is fantastic.
This 11 gets beat every
I think
week.
It's spot on. What are you on about?
3-3-4.
It beat Chelsea about 12-0.
3-3-4 and Lionel Messi should be nowhere near it.
All right, the formation structurally is a bit of an issue, but if you've got me or Guardiola managing it, we get through 100%. It's called Total Football Wars. You could learn about that.
No.
In goal, Courtois.
I've got no issue with Courtois. Like, of all of my issues with this team, Courtois.
I have an issue with Courtois actually because he's been injured for half the last year. I think Alisson's. I know Liverpool haven't had the best run in the Champions League, and it's more of a Europe thing. Maybe Ederson deserves it.
Courtois' class though.
Yeah,
like he's a
top level.
He's Judas,
yeah.
but he's class.
Great keeper. But that saved. Remember that game against Liverpool? That isn't this year.
That whole game, that whole fixture, he was man of the match, wasn't he? He won.
Unbelievable.
Do you know what I thought was really amazing about that? Did you ever see? In his post-match press conference after that? He actually took issue with 442 magazine. He actually had an issue with it because I think that there was like one of those collated lists in 442 where they do like the best keepers of the world, and I think he was like number 13 or something. And he brought it up in his press conference, having been man of the match. Yeah. All that is some journo at 442 either doesn't like him, probably supports Chelsea, or forgot.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
I'd just forget. I forgot Alan Shearer existed once.
Yeah.
I just forgot. You know, we were talking about best ever Premier League strikers. I did the whole thing. I didn't even mention Alan Shearer.
Yeah.
I was like, hang on, I really rate Shearer.
Got to be careful.
Forgot.
Yeah, got to be careful.
But Courtois
I think
obviously very
top
personal.
5 in the world easily. I just think it's weird that last season he was injured for most of it.
He's better than Ederson. He's better goalie.
But has he had a better season than Ederson?
No, Ederson won a treble.
So Ederson maybe should be the keeper, but it's a small marginal thing. Kyle Walker at right back, easy.
Of course.
John
Is there
Stones at
anyone
centre-back,
else you would have in this particular system? I rate Kyle Walker hugely, but this is basically 3 centre halves, and I don't think Kyle Walker is in the top 3 centre halves in the world.
A right-sided centre back.
There are better players there, I think.
Well, give me a centre back then.
Well, look, if I were making this team, I think in the way that football is at the moment, you have to have Van Dijk over Walker particularly in this set.
But this is World 11.
Yeah,
Van Dijk on a world stage.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker had a better World Cup. I think we're including basically from the World Cup to now, essentially. The World Cup had a far better World Cup than Van Dijk. And
hang on, why
he's won the treble.
Did he have a better World Cup than
he man-marked Kylian Mbappe out of the game.
Wait, the Dutch were good, you know. Oh, really good.
Where did they get to? The quarterfinals?
Yeah, same as us.
And Kyle Walker, man-marked the best left winger in the world.
That face.
I'm just giving
when
you
you've been proved wrong, and your face that you give me.
You think I've been proven wrong? How have I been proven wrong?
Because they got to the same place we did.
Yeah, and Kyle Walker put in a better individual performance against a better player.
And you went like this to me.
Who did Van Dijk mark? Okay, I'm asking you. Who did Van Dijk mark in the quarterfinal?
I remember they beat someone 5-0, didn't they?
Don't know. But they lost to Argentina, didn't they? Yeah.
In that Wouty Weghorst score.
So you're saying Van Dijk marking Lautaro Martinez is harder than Kyle Walker, man marking...
What about Messi?
No. Messi was playing on the right as a floater role, man.
Every defence has to worry about Messi.
No, man.
Messi, because you're about to make...
A minute ago, you didn't even think Messi should be in the 11.
Alvarez.
Yeah.
Alvarez and Messi.
Alvarez is harder.
Alvarez and Messi.
Why are you throwing in 2 people? I'm giving you one.
You're talking about
Have some sense
Mbappe in a game where England got beat.
Have you not had your coffee yet? Have a coffee. Coffee for Roars.
I don't know if he's well.
Are you okay?
No. Mate, this is wild.
I'm saying Kyle Walker man-marked one person out of the game. Kylian Mbappe. Maybe the best left winger in world football. Now I ask you for your equivalent, one person. Go.
This is a ridiculous game that you're making because it suits your point. You're just making up a game. I'm asking. Also, I don't know that he did mark Kylian Mbappe out of the game.
He did. We watched the game.
Mbappe had an assist, right?
Huh?
Huh? What do you mean, huh?
What do you mean bringing up stats? I thought I was in your game. Kyle Walker won a treble. He won the Champions League. Virgil van Dijk's been in the Europa League.
If we're picking 3 centre-halves, I've got no issue with it being John Stones. I've got no issue with it being Ruben Diaz. I don't think that Kyle Walker is a third centre-half.
He can play as a right-sided centre-back and a back
but
five.
He can't play. Virgil van Dijk, hang on a minute. I've got a migraine. Are you seriously telling me that Kyle Walker is a better third centre-half than Virgil van Dijk?
In the last 12 months, as a defender, he's having a better defensive season.
No, you didn't say 12 months. You said from the World Cup to now. That was
your... Right, 13 months because it was a weird time when they had the World Cup. It was essentially 13 months since the World Cup. Kyle Walker had a better World Cup than Van Dijk. Van Dijk was in and out of form, unluckily, because of injury. Kyle Walker came number 1 in the Premier League, number 1 in the FA Cup, number 1 in the Champions League.
Nah.
He's had a better... Okay, fine. Nah. He's had a better season than Van Dijk. That's fair.
Nah.
He's not had a better season than Van Dijk.
This season?
From this season, which is, and then last season as well. It's not this season,
all
is
over
it?
The place.
Why are you bringing up this season?
You're all over the place.
It's about last season. You want a treble.
Do you know what you've managed to do? This is a great debating tactic from you. In fact, if you're in a debating society, you've got to adopt this. Just wear the person out that you're debating. Just like, I am nothing but a nub now. He's worn me down to just a nub, a shadow.
But you can't explain why.
I can't, because you. I actually can't.
I don't think Kyle Walker's a better centre-back than Van Dijk. Has he had a better 12 months than Van Dijk?
Kyle
Yes.
Walker is the answer.
Can he play as a right-sided centre-back and a back five? Yes.
Kyle Walker is the answer. I don't even know anymore. Don't know who I am anymore. Right, Kyle Walker, definitely in. 3 midfielders. De Bruyne, very generous to put him in.
Oh, for
been injured a lot. Right?
How long is this video? What are we doing? It's like Lawrence of Arabia. It's a 4-hour epic. What's going on here? Peter O'Toole in the desert. Jesus Christ. De Bruyne just won a treble because he gets injured in the Champions League final. You're going to discredit him.
If you want to draw on films, have you ever seen a film called Citizen Kane?
Yeah.
Meant to be really good, right?
Yeah.
It's so boring.
Yeah.
It wears you out. You are Citizen Kane. You are Citizen Kane.
De Bruyne won a treble. He's the best player in the world, in my opinion.
De Bruyne has been injured for the vast majority of the last 12 months.
He played a crucial role in the second ever treble win in English football history. A crucial role.
He went off in the final, did he?
The final. So you're saying...
No, he went off.
So Roy Keane didn't have a good season in 99?
No.
Come on.
No, I'm just checking. He went off in the final.
Yeah. Did he have a good... Is the FIFA Pro about the Champions League final? Because why is Courtois in it then? Why is Mbappe in it? Why is Vinicius in it?
I don't think that De Bruyne should be in this. I think it's too... It's not that he's not a very good player. He's just been injured a lot. Think about the contribution of...
He played 80% of last season.
Who played a more crucial role? And you keep bringing up crucial roles. Rodri or De Bruyne then?
Yeah, Rodri should be in this. But I'm not saying... But it's a different... But what are you laughing about? What are you laughing about? Maybe you take out Kyle Walker, put Stones...
Are you about to agree with me that we've got to take De Bruyne out from Rodri?
FIFA 11 Pro is ridiculous. I'm not saying Rodri should be a CAM.
So was I right? So what you're saying... No,
you're not right.
I'm right.
No, you take out Bellingham, put in Rodri.
You agree with me that De Bruyne shouldn't be here because he was injured, because Rodri had a better season and did more in the run to the Champions League?
No, De Bruyne and Rodri should both be in it. It's not mutually exclusive, is it?
So we're dropping Bernardo Silva?
No, we're dropping Bellingham.
We're dropping Jude Bellingham.
What's he done more than De Bruyne in the last 12 months? Be real.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
What's he done?
This is amazing.
I'm asking you. What's he literally achieved in football in the last 12 months
all
more than
sorts
De
of
Bruyne?
records at Real Madrid.
Great. 17-year-old to kick a ball around in Bundesliga. De Bruyne won the Champions League. He scored an unbelievable goal at the Bernabeu. Bellingham's not that level yet.
Unbelievable goal at the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
And we're not picking Bellingham.
What are you talking about?
So part of the reason that
De Bruyne scored an unbelievable goal in the Champions League semi-final. You discredited De Bruyne's entire season last season because he missed 70 minutes in the Champions League final. The Champions League semi-final against the holders, he scored an unbelievable goal to get us back in the game.
So you think that we should drop Jude Bellingham from a midfield of a World 11?
And put Rodri in. That's not a bad shout.
It is.
Why?
Because Bellingham obviously has to be in it. You want to talk about the World Cup? Bellingham was very good for
Is Bellingham one of the most exciting talents that I love most in football? Yeah. Last season, he came with Dortmund. They came second and didn't win anything in Germany.
You've had a mare.
Mate, you're honestly, what's happened to you today?
You are all over the gaff.
I don't get it. It's New Year. It's meant to be New Rory.
I don't know what's
happened to you?
Do you know what it is?
You've thrown your New Year's resolutions out the window already.
Are you hungry?
We're only 17 days into January.
What's going on? Mate, you must agree with me.
Why can't the midfield consist of Rodri, Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne? Why?
Man City midfield.
We won the treble. We've been the best club in Europe.
Just go Man City all the way.
If it was 1999, I'm not sitting there saying putting Paul Dickov in the FIFA Pro 11.
In 99, you might put David Ginola in.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, he won Premier League Player of the
You put
Year.
in Beckham, you put in Giggsy, you probably put in the whole Man United
Would you put in
midfield.
Rivaldo?
Yeah, but we're not talking about the strikers yet.
No, but would you? Rivaldo won the Ballon d'Or that year. Rivaldo won the Ballon d'Or that year.
But we're talking about midfielders, bro.
Jude Bellingham is in, and you've boxed yourselves into a corner because I know you think Jude Bellingham is in as well, but you now feel like you have to because you made such a mess about De Bruyne. And I said Rodri, and you forgot about Rodri. You suddenly went,
about Rodri.
"Oh, Rodri has to be in."
I didn't forget about Rodri.
You did.
No, we were talking about De Bruyne.
On video. It's
De Bruyne
on video.
is a CAM. It makes a lot of sense.
The midfield for this team is Silva, Rodri, Bellingham.
Look, if there's some sort of weird thing in this video that I've missed the point of this video, then fair enough, you can slag me off in the comments.
What about the point of life?
Ultimately, if a side wins a treble, you are going to get combined 11s where 8 of the players out of the 11 play from
9 out of 11.
9 out of the 11 that play in this 11 are going to be from one club because City are the champions of England and the champions of Europe.
In the rest of football combined, there are 2 players that would get
I'm trying to say, if we were doing this video about 2009 when Barcelona won the treble and we're doing the best 11 in the world, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those players in the 11 would be Barcelona players. Dani Alves, Victor Valdez,
not
Piqué,
9,
Puyol.
Not 9.
Like
in that year, for example, John Terry would definitely be a centre half.
Okay, that's one of them.
Ashley Cole would definitely be a left back.
We don't know definitely. We don't know. Piqué and Puyol might get in for some people.
No.
Piqué and Puyol might get in for some people. Dani Alves would get in. The midfield 3 would get in. That's 3. Busquets, Iniesta, Xavi. There's no debate there.
I think Rooney would get in that era.
Messi.
I think Cristiano Ronaldo, is he still there?
Yeah, so you give me Rooney, Ronaldo, that's 2 out of 11.
No, I've given you Rooney, Ronaldo, Terry, Cole.
But I don't agree with all of them.
Well, you have no choice to agree. Mate, you've just had a... All right,
Let's move on to the 4.
Okay, look, there's a ludicrous omission here. Harry Kane.
That's crazy, yeah. For me,
and Messi should be nowhere near this. The geezer's playing in Miami.
Yeah.
The geezer's playing in Miami, and he was bombed out of France in that era.
You know, I'm a little bit too defensive of Messi.
Yeah.
Get rid of Vinicius, put in Harry Kane, swap Mbappe onto the left wing. So it's Haaland and Kane down the middle, Mbappe on the left makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
and for me, you keep Messi because of the World Cup. I know it's a long time ago. It was 4 weeks. I get it. I think your approach is fair as well. Don't get me wrong, but Messi deserves to be in it.
Okay, you can
one last time.
Just please listen to the words I'm going to say. You concede that you're being sentimental.
Yeah.
You just like Messi because we could do this in 5 years and you probably still put Messi.
When we did De Bruyne, Rodri, that was a real debate.
But what you actually agree with is Messi out of a forward line, Harry Kane in a forward line. That's what you actually agree with.
I don't. I agree with Vinicius. Vinicius deserves to be dropped more than Messi.
Vinicius had a forward. Mate, he's playing in America.
I know.
He's playing in America and he was playing in France not very well. He's playing in America. Yeah. He's not in a World 11 over Vinicius
I'm such
Junior.
a Messi fan. I might be a little bit short-sighted.
Vinicius Junior is playing in... I can't cope. I can't.
Yeah, but a year ago, Messi won the World Cup, was the best player in the World Cup. Vinicius Junior didn't win the Champions League last season. Didn't win the league. You can't sit here and say Vinicius had a mad better 12 months than Messi. Messi's World Cup is something.
He's playing in America. It doesn't matter what he's doing.
And that bleeds into the 11 next year because he's playing for rubbish sides.
Name one other player into Miami team.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Busquets,
right? So nobody, right?
Busquets.
Oh,
Jordi Alba.
Yeah, that's a prick.
Luis Suarez getting a contract.
Right?